Hello folks, today is an exciting day in the Johnny Hiland house because I was downstairs here in my lovely studio messing around with my honky-tonk rig and my studio board, and I'm actually building a brand new studio board, and I contacted Carl Martin, and the delivery man just came and brought this bad boy. Folks, this is the brand new Carl Martin PlexiTone pedal. And this morning I figured we would go ahead and do an unboxing of this bad boy, and we'll see how it sounds together. So I've already done a lot of research on this pedal, and I actually picked out this pedal of all of the Marshall sounding pedals on the market. And from what I've heard, I just know I'm going to love it. And so let's unbox this puppy and take a look at it. There it is, folks. What a cool pedal. Now, the thing that really made me become attracted to this pedal was the fact that it had very minimal amounts of knobs on it to run. Being legally blind, I don't want a pedal that has 900 knobs and that you have to be a rocket scientist to be able to figure it out and play it. So obviously this has your level, it has your drive amount, and down here you have a tone knob. Now guys, the cool thing about this pedal is Carl Martin used to have a PlexiTone out that was a bigger pedal, and it had a lot of knobs, and it had 3 switches. It also ran off 12 volts, so it had a power cable coming out of it already. So nowadays, of course, I'm a big Voodoo Lab guy for pedal power, and Carl Martin has now downsized this pedal, put it in a really cool gold-looking pedal, and it runs off 9 volts now through your Voodoo Lab or whatever pedal power you like to use, but it's still, from the technology inside, still running or pushing 12 volts. So it still has the same kind of tone that you expect if you were to own the older version of this pedal. So I'm going to go ahead and put this baby on my honky-tonk pedal board because obviously my studio board is not built yet, but I can't wait to hear this. So I'll be right back and we'll test this pedal out together. Oh man, this doggone pedal sounds amazing. Tej, why don't you come over here, brother, and let's just start messing around with the pedal a little bit. So guys, I'm not running anything except the TC Hall of Fame reverb with this. There's no compression, no pedals really, except the ISP decimator along with the reverb that's running with this pedal right now. Now for those of you who are wondering, the ISP decimator 2 just helps cut out any excess amp noise. And anytime you run a distortion pedal, you're going to get some of that naturally. So let's start by just moving down here. We've got the volume up where it feels pretty good. Let's just roll the gain back all the way to like 9 o'clock, and I'm going to keep the tone about there because I'm running a kind of a bright amplifier, which is the Reeve Space Cowboy through an Avatar 212 cab. You know, one thing I can say right off the bat, folks, the pedal is very quiet, and it actually responds very well with your volume knob on your guitar. I don't really like to run a volume pedal in the studio or live, and so that's really important when picking the right pedal for your pedal board. So I've got the gain back at about 9 o'clock, so it's barely on, and you can hear I'm getting a really cool Marshall kind of rhythm tone. Now guys, right now I'm using single coil pickups. These are actually Johnny Hiland signature pickups made by Electric City Pickups. They're called 6-shooter singles. And so guys, right now with single coils, it still has a really cool Marshall tone. Let me go to the neck pickup and just feel this at 9 o'clock. Man, it has that real cool, almost like a a super lead or a jubilee sound, especially with the neck pickup of my single coils. Man, that's meaty and throaty. I love that. Alright, so now, let's go ahead. The tone knob feels really good where it is. I might boost the volume just a tad bit, and I'll leave that alone. Let's just move the gain up. Let's go to noon. Let's see how that sounds. Going back to my bridge pickup now. Wow, I'm so loving that, man. You know, it's really a blessing in life, guys, when you can play a brand new pedal and it puts a smile on your face that you can't take off. So now I'm going to go to the neck pickup, and let's just move the volume knob of the guitar and hear the responsiveness with this pedal. Well, I will say this, guys. The one thing is the brightness goes away as you turn down. Why? Because I have wiring in here that actually makes that happen in my guitar. So if you were to use a volume pedal, you wouldn't actually have the loss of tone there. And I refer to tone in this case as being the actual treble sound. Here's wide open. At 12 o'clock, here's the volume halfway. Here's wide open again. Alright, so now I'm going to actually move the gain even more. I think that's more than enough gain for any kind of session that I would need. But let's have fun. Let's go ahead and turn it up a little bit more. So now we're at about 3 o'clock on the gain. Oh, hell. Let's go wide open. Why not? You only live once, right? Here's back to the bridge pickup again. Guys, I cannot believe, I really wish through YouTube or wherever you're watching this video that you could feel how this pedal reacts. It really does feel like you're playing through a Marshall amp. It's pretty amazing. Totally captured the tone of a Plexi. I am just amazed. Now, with me being a chicken picker, guys, I swore I'd never own a Plexi or an old Jubilee or anything like that. And of course, I've always been the type of player to run a very clean amp and get all of my distorted sounds through pedals. Man, all I can tell you guys is Carl Martin has just aced it with this pedal. I'm so amazed. So now we've tried it with single coils. I'm actually going to throw on another guitar with humbuckers, and we'll see what it sounds like with humbuckers. I'll be right back.